Hey, before we get into the video, hit that like or subscribe button or both, I don't really care. But like, here is a simple thing, okay? I watch this guy. His name is Xander Hall, and he said some shit in this video that made me very, very pissed off. And you should always be harder on people that you like than people that you dislike, because that's how you keep people that you like in check, by being way harder on them than people that you dislike. That's pretty much how you do it. Anyway, let's get into the video.
We have covered some pretty interesting basement-dwelling, neckbeard, woman-hating, anti-woke critters on this channel that have made a little niche for themselves carved out on the internet, complaining about how the modern woke agenda is ruining all nerd media, and other usually very lonely, miserable nerds that blame all of their life's problems on the existence of minorities tend to rally around these figures, and they just kind of like to soak up the cathartic feeling of someone with a platform saying everything they already believe. Now, once again, the Chuds are attacking Sonic. You see, recently a new Sonic game come out. I believe it was, well, it was actually not a new Sonic game. It was a remaster of a classic older Sonic game. It was Sonic X Shadow Generations.
This is the moment I knew this was going to be a radically wild video. Not only did he partially get it right? He got it partially right and then got confused on the fact that he got it partially right. It's simultaneously a new game and a remaster. That's why everyone was excited, because Shadow had become the main character of a story again. Well, technically not of the entire story, as Sonic is still the one dealing the final blow in the dimension of white space in order to send everybody back. But Shadow was going and being the hero of his own part of the timeline. That's why everybody was so excited for this game. So this was a mistake on his part, and it's not like a regular mistake. It's like one of those mistakes that you can easily look up, just be like, oh, is Sonic X Shadow Generations a new game? I mean, usually you don't expect people who actually care about what they're talking about to get that sort of thing wrong. Now, I'm not saying that he doesn't care. He is usually a really genuine guy, but like, this kind of thing right here always just makes my eyes go like, huh? What? Are you getting this wrong on purpose to confuse the Chuds? Or like, what's going on here? Tell me your secrets, you know?
If I'm not mistaken. And some small changes were made to it to kind some of the changes were done to make fans happy and to acknowledge issues fans had with the game, particularly character writing. And others were done to kind of bring the game up to date with the times in some ways, modernize it a little. Like, a certain joke was cut about, like, Sonic. It was like a fat joke at, like, Sonic's expense, if I remember right. And then the other thing they cut, or I guess changed, was a lot of the character Amy Rose's behavior, if I remember right, because she was, like, really annoying and weird in the original games. They just kind of rewrote her for this remaster of sorts, or I guess you would call it a remake more than a remaster.
Okay. While this is true, let's get a little bit deeper with the analysis, okay? So basically, here's the thing about Sonic X Shadow Generations, is that they didn't actually change her character at all. She just changed the outer shell of how it's presented, okay? So basically, the dialogue changes are only in the cutscenes. Everything inside the game is the exact same. And, you know, there's no real value in changing a thing if you're not going to change it all the way. I think that was the reason why people should have gotten mad. Instead, they are only partially mad at stuff, and it comes off as very inconsistent and very, very bad. And mind you, the only reason why people didn't complain in the old days about Amy Rose's character is because they had what they wanted. The character was the stalkerish, kinda not girlfriend of Sonic, and everything was all good. But once they lost it, now you're starting to see a lot more people complaining about the fact that Amy Rose isn't as energetic. So we went from Amy Rose is way too obsessive with Sonic to Amy Rose isn't obsessive at all with Sonic, which is not really the case, but like a lot of fans perceive it that way because the way of most fans understanding character traits due to most Sonic stories being not that great. Okay, the ideas and the baselines are usually really good and the premises of the story are really amazing, but like sometimes unless your only experience with Sonic is through character, you're not going to be interested in a Sonic plot. You're only going to be interested in Sonic character. That's usually the issue here. And do not lie to me and tell me Sonic 06 was great. Okay, it was like a mid-level story at best compared to the era that I grew up with, which was Sonic Forces, Generations, and not Colors, because I didn't play Sonic Colors when it came out. I didn't have a Wii, but like everything from Sonic Generations onward I played, and most of those stories are dog shit. I will still quote the fucking "it's been generations since I've seen you" because that was the line I grew up with. So I'm going to just be very honest with that. I have my own iconic Sonic lines, but like they don't come from good stories. They come from good character, okay? And I'm a big fan of American Sonic and not Japanese Sonic.
Well, now, fast forward a few months, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the movie, is about to come out.
Let me make this entirely clear. This stream happened on fucking December 28th. This should not be happening. There is no way that you can fuck up this badly or do this little research to fuck up here. But this is just foreshadowing for a segment later in the video.
Sonic, as a franchise, is in a really good place right now. There is not a lot of negativity. And the new movie, from what I've heard of people who've gotten early screenings, is very good. Right? Very, very good. There's not a lot of negativity around Sonic right now. And without a lot of negativity, there's not a lot to tap into if you're a right-wing grifter who relies on the negative emotions of a fan base to hoover up new audience from a certain property.
Sonic fans do not fall for the grift, because even if everything they're saying about Sonic is true, Sonic fans have been burned more than most communities have. It's like if FNAF had like 7 bad games in a row, and then everybody was still there like, holy shit, what the fuck? You still have a fan base after fucking up this hard? Not once, not twice, but 3 fucking times? Oh my god. These fans are fucking dedicated. You know, it's like that. You know, Sonic fans just don't fall for this shit because nobody has ever, like, gone in this direction before, and nobody believes this direction because they believe Sonic Team is pretty fucking incompetent no matter what, okay? Most of the time when we're looking for good Sonic media, we're not even looking for good stories. We're looking for good characters and themes, and that's what holds us over, okay? If the dialogue doesn't seem like the characters, we'll throw all that shit away though, okay? And as an American Sonic fan, I've been pretty okayly fed, but you know, them Japanese Sonic fans have been shat on for like the last decade, so you know, I'm glad to see them getting more like fucking shit going on and feeling like they're being fed. But like, bro, American Sonic is where it's at. Might as well just be an American Sonic fan at that point.
Where even is this? It doesn't even come up on Google when you like search it. All right then. Well, we're off to a pretty bad start.
Hedgehog earns far more, and we do have some.
It's that park place. Wait, not that dark place. It's that park place. Oh, okay.
Bro, if Ethan did edits, bro, if Xander Hall's editor actually edited the video, bro, I think that would be a comedy gold clip to leave in the video and fucking just edit. But like, depending on, you know, how Xander Hall would want his videos to be edited, he might like just cut that entire section out, which he would probably do on a later section, which, you know, isn't a good thing. By the way, that is not a guarantee that he would actually delete it. I'm just letting you know that now.
Okay, good. I'm not the only one.
We do finally have Mufasa, you know, sort of pulling ahead, but again, there's some chicanery afoot, and we're not going to find out until we get the international release who the actual king is, you know, Mufasa or the Blue Blur, and
it's going to be Sonic. Sonic is going to crush this Mufasa movie. Guaranteed Sonic wins.
You see, there he goes again. He does feed into the right ring rabbit hole without even knowing it, without even understanding that he's doing it. Sonic fans, as I said earlier, have a deep sense of rivalry with things around it, especially when it's the underdog. If it's something where they expect something else to do well, Sonic fans will fight tooth and nail to make sure that thing potentially fails in order to prop Sonic up and make it, like, look better. And by the way, there's been, like, this meme going around where they, like, literally just, like, say, oh, Sonic did better than Morbius, which is so wild. It's like, did you just, like, say Sonic did better than Morbius and, like, use that as, like, a boastful way to prop up Sonic? And then he used it against Birds of Prey too. By the way, Birds of Prey was an okay movie. Okay, at the time, man, I was hard on that movie. It's not on this channel, but, like, I hated that movie a couple of years ago. And, not gonna lie, okay, it's the best Harley Quinn movie I've ever seen. Well, technically it's the only one, but, like, compared to their appearance in the new Joker movie, man, I feel like the current one is way better. And by the way, I love the fact that this was a different take on Harley Quinn. It just was not for me.
Also, Sonic isn't even at full release, right? I don't really follow movie releases, but is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, like, out now? Like, is it in all the theaters? Like, you can just go see it?
And shenanigans ensue. Here is a thing that I would like to say before we get into this part. I will still be watching Xander Hall even after this video fucking goes out, or even before this video goes out, and I'm just sitting on it waiting to release it for some reason. Okay, because I still like Xander Hall, but Xander Hall lacks research. Okay, a lot of the time he does just lack the research necessary in order to talk about a topic. The hilarity of the shenanigans that ensue here should not have happened in the first place, and that is the worst crime here, is that he did not do research and he fucked up here for a good 15 minutes.
It's like, is it, like, out? Not yet? Wait, so this story is, like, even more bullshit because it's from the 25th. This came out on Christmas, which means Mufasa is early screening, and Sonic 3 is early screening. If anyone's seeing it, it's early screenings. And this article is claiming that Disney is cheating or bullying theaters, I guess, by forcing, quote-unquote, Mufasa to run in more theaters than Sonic 3 is, when neither movies are even fully released yet? Actually, how funny would it be if Mufasa is already out, and Sonic isn't, and the reason why Mufasa is running in more theaters is because Mufasa is actually out. It came out on the 20th, Zan? Oh, it is already out. Why lie? Wait, what? Okay, who's the chatter that said it's not out yet? Delancer?
This was the moment I realized that everything I had listened to up into this video needed a lot more scrutiny than I was giving it at first. And to be fair, it is my fault for not giving it that much scrutiny to begin with. But sometimes you just want to listen to things with your brain turned off, so I didn't actually do that. But let me show you a graph. By looking in this graph, you can tell that pretty much everything that everybody said up to that point was almost completely wrong, because the domestic box office is the only thing we're talking about, so only everything in the 20th mattered. So Xander Hall is being led astray for what? For the fact that he listened to his chat instead of trying to look up things or researching beforehand. And that's his fault. That really is his fault. He should be researching these things beforehand. He's starting to be acting like Vosh, and that's not what I came here for.
Why lie? Or why not, like, look it up? Why make up a response? Also, Sonic was a huge death blow for the Chuds.
Yeah, so basically the chatter in that instance didn't make anything up whatsoever, yet he was blamed and accused of basically trying to ruin the segment, which Xander Hall should have already had this down in the bag and should have already realized that the movie has released. He doesn't even know the movie released. That's how, like, untapped in from Sonic that he is. But, you know, we're going to continue on with this because he says some things later.
The US, it's not out yet. Okay, so we don't even have a full 100% global release yet. And this article is trying to claim that, like, alright, so it's just total bullshit. Like, absolutely. How am I supposed to respond to these people's videos when it's all just bullshit? What am I supposed to do? Let's read the comments. Fuck this video. This guy's a loser.
It's a very bad thing when a leftist walks into a room and is less prepared for retardation than a right-winger. And, like, Xander Hall blatantly lied here, not due to, like, him being malicious, right? He blatantly lied here due to his inability to do research before talking about something he knows nothing about, right? Like, when I recommend a topic in his Discord, right, I do my best to try to not leave anything up to interpretation or not leave anything up to chance of him getting it wrong. I do my best to do that. And if I fail, well then that's on me because I feel really bad. Whoever gave him this topic in the Discord completely failed all of those precautions and, like, set this man up for failure because they know that Zan doesn't actually like Sonic and they gave him all this stuff anyway. Like, dude, what the fuck? You know, it's very, very, very bad for pretty much everybody involved because Zan, man, he's sometimes kind of retarded. Okay, I'm gonna be real. Okay, I like Zan, I really do, you know. But sometimes he can be stupid to the point of parody. And these is, like, one of the moments that I'm talking about. Like, there's multiple moments in here where I go, like, I might have to, like, recheck over this video and maybe, like, go, like, holy shit, maybe this man is a fucking idiot, you know? And, like, I don't, like, completely say, oh, fuck, this man is completely nonsensical. But, like, dude, when I look at something like this that is easily searchable and, like, you could have, like, actually banned that guy and got him fucked over for no reason. I was there, like, the morning after it happened because I fall asleep whenever Xander Hall live streams at 7 o'clock at night. So I fall asleep because his stream doesn't end till around 10 when he streams at 7 o'clock my time. So, yeah, dude. Anyway, there's more.
His voice is annoying. How ironic that 12 years ago Sonic was in a Disney movie. As Shadow once said, how pathetic. Disney, why is no one seeing our movie? Grr, Paramount, live and learn. The fact that they have to do this tells me that they're... I feel like this is a really... Guys, I am disappointed in the Sonic fans. See, this is how you get certain communities to fall for the grift. When you praise what they like and say it's actually owning the woke left, it gets the fans of that property that like what's happening with the property to say, oh, this is what being anti-woke is? Yeah, I want Sonic to be more of this. So yeah, the comments are actually overwhelmingly positive. Word of advice to Disney, don't mess with the Sonic community. Oh, man. Listen, guys, no offense, but I can smell the autism in this comment section. I don't want to read any more out loud, because they are that cringe.
If you are a Sonic fan, you know that the autism is the highlight of this community and what partially makes it unique and different from other communities. And this, besides the point, okay? That's besides the point. But going back a little bit, he says the thing that Sonic is getting praise, and that's pretty much manipulating their opinion to be more likable towards right-wing opinions. And this is completely true. It is completely true without a shadow of a doubt. But without the history or the context of Sonic has been a laughingstock for the past 2 decades, right? You're not going to be like, okay, you're not going to be empathetic or sympathetic towards that opinion, and he wasn't. You can see from how he responded. He was not empathetic or sympathetic to the ideals or the feelings of Sonic fans and trying to pull them out from that depth, that corner. He couldn't do that because he doesn't have any context for the Sonic Society. Now, I'm not going to be covering the rest of the video here. This is like the point of like no return, where he doesn't really fuck up anymore past this point. But like, he has to have more context before he speaks out on things. Otherwise, he's going to lose to right-wing Chudge 39% of the time because he doesn't have context and people can get one over him. It's like when people talk about Jewish conspiracy theories and they start to get people thinking, and you're like, you respond to all their conspiracy theories and then they fucking respond with a new one. It's like, wow, I didn't even know that people thought that, and then nobody actually on their team thinks that. He just said it just to fuck with you. It's kind of insane. Hey, if you like the video, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We have more content on the channel right now, and I need to get back on the content grind, so go ahead and hit that button, give me some motivation, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, have a great day, have some great day, have whatever great day. Anyway, I'll peace out, see you later.
Happy, Doc, grumpy, bashful, and Tyrone. I never save a black bitch's number in my phone. It's the Mambo King, Xavier Cougat. Call me Mario, nigga, cause I'm wearing my coon hat. Some of my best friends are black. They say I'm fucking racist.